Hi everyone, welcome back. Hope you guys are having a great day. So this is a clip from a previously recorded video. This is a much shorter clip of it. But as always, not financial advice, for entertainment only. Do your own research. And I'm invested in closing companies. And if you enjoy this type of content, hit the like button, subscribe, helps me out tremendously. And let's get into the clip. Bitfarms mines 383 BTC in August. That's actually an increase from last month, which is good to see. And here's what we have. In August, we powered up new miners and continued to optimize the fleet at several locations, driving our hash rate up to 5.6 exahash. It's about 300 petahash increase from where they were in July. The remaining step to reach 11 megawatts of production in Baycombe is to energize a 6 megawatt power line, which we expect to be completed in September. This, in conjunction with the final miner installations in Rio Cuarto, Argentina, supports our ability to achieve our target hash rate of 6.3 exahash by the end of September. So that's good. That'll be another basically 7 exahash, or not 7 exahash, 700 petahash being installed. In Peso Pay, Paraguay, we started our expansion with the purchase of 1,120 micro BT M35S plus hydro cooling miners and two 20 megawatts of associated specialized containers. We plan to construct a 50 megawatt substation to power a 30 megawatt air-cooled warehouse in contingent with these containers. With long lead times items such as the primary transformer on order and our groundbreaking planned for September 2023, we are targeting the 50 megawatt to be fully commissioned in Q1 2024, added Murphy. So that's good news there. That would be obviously before the halving event. So that's definitely good news there that they're going to be increasing that as well. Okay. Let's see here. They talk about some upgrades and efficiency, things like that. With this upgrade energy efficiency, which includes the energy needs of all supplementary equipment, such as fans, lights, networking hardware, improved from 45 watts per terahash to 28 watts per terahash at Mago, and from 38 watts per terahash to 37 watts total terahash across our entire portfolio, concluded Gagon. Okay, so that's good there as well. They're getting more efficient on that. We'd like to see them get below 30, close to 30 or below 30, especially as we get into having an event on that one. Going down here, total BTC mined was 383, so that's an improvement over July, which was 378. Monthly end operating hash rate, also 5.6. That's an improvement over the 5.3 we had. BTC sold, they sold 323, so they sold a little bit less than they sold in July, which is also good. And I think that's it. The rest of you guys can read it here. We've talked about this here in the past. We're not going to dive too deep into it. Let's take a look at Bitfarms on my spreadsheet. And here we go. So here's what we got. Bitfarms has 258 million shares outstanding right now. Market cap is at 338 million. Current hash rate of 5.6. Future hash rate about 7.8, somewhere around there. If they turn off some of the older miners, they might be going down a little bit from that. Their last 12 weeks performance, they're up from 12 weeks ago at 12%. From 8 weeks ago, they're down 33%. From 4 weeks ago, they're down 17%. And then last week, not this end of week, but the prior week, they were actually up 3.97%. Their BTC HODL is 654 Bitcoin, valued about 18.2 million. And then you can see also their BTC production has been kind of up and down here. And that is conducive to, one, just barely keeping up with the network hash rate. And we'll take a look at their hash rate, how that has improved over the year here. But they haven't kept up with it, so we're having that little decline here as things go on. So they really need to upgrade faster than the network hash rate is growing. And that's basically the same thing for all the miners here. If they want to continue to generate either the same amount or more Bitcoin per month, they need to grow more than the network hash rate. Okay, you can see month over month difference, how much they mine Bitcoin here. BTC HODL has been increasing here nicely as well, which is good to see. BTC per exahash efficiency, I got them at 68. BTC sold, how much they've been selling on average here is 546, so they're below that now. So that's good. And you can see here their hash rate here, as of last year in August, they were at 3.9, they're at 5.6. They've had continued pretty much almost monthly increases in their hash rate, sometimes every other month or something like that, but they have those increases here, and it's good to see, but they would still need to increase that a little bit more. Revenue here, you can see, is on average about 10.25 million. That is actually up from where they are right now, or lower than where they are right now, 10.69 million. So that's good there. Hash rate difference for month over month, BTC sold, how much they sold, you can see all that. We talked about their quarter results already. Let's take a look at the institutions side of things here. So institutions did increase to 116, and shares also increased to 40.2 million shares from 31.9. That's a nice sizable increase. That's 14.7% now from 14.59. They don't have any strong buy ratings. They do have 2 buy ratings, 0 hold, 0 underperform, 0 sells. Price targets are now across the board at $3 for the high, average, and low, where before we had $3, $2.50, and $2. So that's kind of good there. I think the analyst targets are still kind of low for them. We'd like to see them up a little bit higher. Right now, let me update this as well while I'm thinking about it, because I'm sure I didn't do it. And I know I didn't do it. In August, they came at that. This one was that. Okay. And then the August halving, we're now 7 months away. Do the same thing for that one. Call it a day. Okay. So there's that one. We're looking at about 101 million now. The next 12 months if everything stayed the same. So we're looking forward here. Currently, we're looking at $4.81 and $7.21. And this is based on the last 3 quarters that we have information for and the current estimated quarter that we are in right now. Now, given that their revenue has been coming down here, and you can see here, and let me see if I can see it. You can see their last 4 quarters revenue actually has been going up, which is good to see. But it looks like based on the current month numbers, if you look at them here, it is down from the 11.3 million that they had here down to 10.6. That is why the number for future potential price target is down a little bit here to 3.93 to $5.90. It's still higher than what the analysts have it. This is kind of where I think they should be kind of based on that. So somewhere around there between $3.93 and $7.21 is kind of, I think, where they are fairly valued at, based on their market size or based on their hash rate, everything else that we look at continuously. Okay, let's see here. Take a look at some raw data here on them. The miners that they did install here in August are these 103 terahash miners. We got those installed. That got us to roughly the 300 petahash they installed here. Those running for about 16 days. I had the rest of the miners running for about 30 days on average here. Looks like they might have been only operating for less than that. So maybe we could have gotten those up to 31 days, closer to that, but I have it at 30. But we'll see. Okay, so that got us to the 10.692 million in revenue, which obviously all works out. And they do have, like I said, some older miners here that they might be getting rid of. These are the 80 terahash, 90 terahash, and the 91 terahash miners as well. Other than that, they are they're looking pretty good here. That would be about, what is that? That's about almost 476 petahash that they would be possibly getting rid of if that is the case. Okay, and that should definitely help them with the efficiency. Now, some of these miners that they do have here, the micro BTs, might not be the most efficient compared to some of the other miners there. Those are at 3,400 watts. And the speed on that, so that'd be around, what, 34 watts per terahash, something like that. Roughly, rough estimates. Okay, so based on all that information here, I think they're definitely way undervalued here from where they should be. And full disclosure, I do own them. And that's it. Let me know what you guys think of them. It's great that they're always providing the numbers first out at the bat, usually the very first day of the month when that comes around. And I'm sure we're going to get some miners maybe providing some information on Monday. If they do, we'll cover them. If they don't, we'll obviously wait until Tuesday, since Monday is a holiday and everything else. Okay? So that's it for that. Like I said, let me know what you guys think of that. Also, the spreadsheets for the miners and everything else is available to my Patreon members. It's $4 a month. Not a lot, less than a coffee that some swanky places. So definitely worth it here. You get all the data that I track and everything else, and that's updated pretty much a couple times a week, sometimes even daily, depending on how many updates we get from the miners. So definitely check that out there. It helps me out tremendously. And thank you to all the Patreon members there. I will be probably raising the price up to about $5 come in a month or so. I haven't raised pricing on that in over 2 years, and everything's gone up in price, inflation. So may have to raise that up a little bit here. Okay. But that's about it. Just wanted you guys to know that.